Hi there. Welcome to FS 4543 this semester. I'm going to take just a few minutes to go over the syllabus for you in the same way that I probably would if we were meeting face-to-face. Although I won't take as long to do that as I would in a face-to-face class. Your syllabus is available for you in the course shell. On the left-hand menu, if you click on Syllabus, you will be able to access the syllabus for this class. Print it off. I encourage you to keep a hard copy somewhere and to keep a copy saved to your hard drive on your computer, so that should Blackboard go down for any reason, you still have access to your syllabus and you can still figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing at certain times. This course meets the major requirements for most of you in child development and family studies, and you can see on the syllabus it has my contact information, my office hours, how you can reach me, information about the teaching assistant. Something you should know is that when you send me an email, give me at least 24 hours to respond to you. If it's the weekend, it'll be Monday morning. So if you send me something after 5 on a Friday, it'll be Monday morning probably before you hear from me. There's also a question and answer board, a Q&A board, there for you in the discussion section of the course. We really encourage you to use that first to ask questions, especially if they're questions of a public nature. Think about it. If it's a question you'd raise your hand and ask in class, if you were in a face-to-face class, then it's probably something that you should ask on the Q&A board, because there's probably other people in the class who would benefit from the answer as well. Also, before you have a question, go look on the Q&A board and see if someone else has already asked that question and had it answered. You may not have to wait for a response. It may have already been asked and is available there for you. And if it has been asked and answered and you email one of the instructors or put a question on the Q&A board, we will direct you to the question that had, where it had already been answered. So you definitely don't want to look like you haven't done your homework, I guess you could say. So if you have a question, go to the Q&A board first, see if it's already been asked by somebody. And you can probably make it easier for everybody if you title your discussion board post with what the question is. Question about online resource activity or what have you, so that people can kind of quickly see which things are relevant to what they're trying to find out about. And then if no one's asked it yet, by all means, put your question up there, and somebody will get back to you within 24 hours if it's during the week, and within 72 if it's the weekend. If it's a technical question, Blackboard won't work. It won't let you submit your quiz. The blog is down. It won't let you hit submit on your discussion board post, things like that. Call the help desk. They're the ones who can answer the technical questions about Blackboard, decipher what error messages are, what they mean, that kind of thing. Your instructors, we don't have that technological know-how. We can answer questions about assignments, grades, that kind of thing. But if it's something like, I got this error message, we don't know that either. So call the help desk and let them walk you through that. And then if it's something we have to do on our end, let us know. But do that for those technical type of issues. That's what they're there for. And that information is all there on the front page of the syllabus for you. Also, when you send an email communication to your instructors, please put the course, FS 4543, the section number, your last name, and then what the question is regarding. That clues us in that this is an online student who needs a question answered, and we can go more quickly to get that answer for you. And again, that's on the syllabus. So be sure that you've read the syllabus, you're aware of the syllabus. You have a syllabus quiz that you will have to complete, so make sure you understand what's going on that syllabus. It tells you what the required textbooks are, gives you information about disability support, academic integrity. We do have Turnitin available to us here at TWU, and we may use that in this class to send your assignments through. So make sure that all work is your own. We take plagiarism very seriously at TWU, and if there's a suspected or a documented case of plagiarism, we will forward that information to the Office of Student Life. So when in doubt, cite your source. When in doubt, ask an instructor. Put quotation marks around direct quotes, everything. Don't put anything down there as your own thoughts or words if it isn't, just period. So make sure you're very aware of the policies for academic dishonesty. Those are available in your student handbook, and I direct you to those to make sure that you understand the consequences, because it's very clear in the handbook whether it's intentional or unintentional, the consequences are the same. And I won't, my policy is not to argue with students about it. If I found the exact same words somewhere in another source and you haven't cited it, I'm not going to argue with you about it whether you plagiarized. I'm going to turn it into student life and let them decide if you plagiarized at your disciplinary hearing. So just don't even do it. Just don't do it. Make sure it's better to get a D in your own words than flunk the class because you copied something else. So, okay, I'll get off my soapbox. In this class, you will have to do many assignments. They are there for you in the syllabus, so you can see what it is that you are supposed to be doing. We have a working email assignment, a self-introduction blog, a syllabus scavenger hunt, the Kinsey Institute Sexual Knowledge Test, the scholarly journal experiences, the online resource project. You have 1 virtual chat, 4 vocabulary quizzes, 1 movie review, and a midterm and a final. So there's a total of 1,000 possible points in this class, and your final grade will be awarded based on the percentages listed there on the syllabus. For your working email project assignment, it's pretty self-explanatory. You need to make sure that your Blackboard, the email that you check is linked to Blackboard, because we send emails out frequently to the class using the Blackboard email function. And if your email is not linked, then you won't get the messages and you won't know what you're supposed to be doing. So that is just the first assignment, is just to make sure that you get our emails and that you reply. And that information is in more detail there on the syllabus. You have a self-introduction that you need to do in the blog, located there in the appropriate week. That's due on, I think, the second week. So you have some time to get used to the course. Spend this week just getting in there and figuring out where things are. The syllabus scavenger hunt is a quiz that you're going to take that is over the syllabus. So have you read the syllabus, and can you answer some questions about it? The Kinsey Institute Sexual Knowledge Test is you'll take using the link in your syllabus. You will complete the quiz. You will upload your score on the quiz into Blackboard in the appropriate spot. You don't get, that's not your grade for the assignment. It's a participation. It's did you do it or not. And you can take that quiz as many times as you want before the due date. You have scholarly journal experiences, which you're going to hear about more. I'm going to make a separate video for the scholarly journal experiences and the online resource activity. That will be located in the assignment section so that you can watch that and get some more detailed information about what you're supposed to do for those assignments. But in short, you will be, for the scholarly journal experience, you will be identifying several articles from peer-reviewed journals related to developmental sexuality and issues around it. And the first thing you'll do is make an annotated bibliography of 5 articles. And the next thing that you will do is an actual article review. And like I said, I'm going to give you more information about how to do that in a separate video. But the information about that is there on the syllabus as well as the due date. So make sure you study that. And then after you've read that, watch the video for clarification. And then after that, post some questions if you have some on the Q&A board. Same for the online resource project. There'll be a separate video to make that more clear. But there are 5 steps to that project. And this is something I hope that you'll find very useful to you. It's really, we're trying to help you figure out how to critically evaluate sources located online. So you can read those 5 different steps, and after you've done that, then go watch the video about the online resource project for some more specific information. And then if you still have questions, put them on the Q&A board for everybody, so that because there's probably somebody else with the same question. There will also be a virtual chat, which you will sign up for. We will do those in small groups. And as we get closer to that due date, you will there'll be a sign-up function for you in Blackboard that you will use to sign up for your day and time. So there will be some flexibility in that. You'll be able to choose a day and time that works best for you. There'll be several choices. And then the vocabulary quizzes will launch themselves. You'll take those in Blackboard, and they will grade for you right then, so you'll know how you did right after you finish. Then you'll have a movie review, and you'll select a movie of your choice that relates to a chapter or a topic covered in the textbook. And more information is there for you in the syllabus, and again, I'll make a video specifically about that for you. Then we have the midterm and the final, which will both be taken within Blackboard and scored for you right then and there. You can see the course calendar and our course policies. Probably the most important policy that you need to know about me is that I don't take late work. So make every effort you can to make sure you get things turned in on time. And that is in brief the syllabus for you. I hope that it makes it a little more clear. If you have any questions, please feel free to post those on the discussion boards and look for some videos about some of those specific assignments in the assignment section. Welcome to class!